Everybody's fired up. It's high energy. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was thinking so much about this.
It's good competition. So, I mean, if the guy likes fishing, he likes fishing tournaments, this is the one to fish.
Everybody wants to be the best because in a tournament there's only one place, and it's first place.
You're watching the Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour, the state's richest tournament fishing circuit. I'm Chip Lear.
And I'm Tommy Scarless, and together we're here on the Mississippi River in beautiful Red Wing, Minnesota, to watch the first event of the year of the Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour come down. And Chip, these anglers are pumped.
Pumped. Everything's on the line because it's the first event of the year. There's lots of decisions to be made, first of which, what's going in the box today.
Who's going to keep what, who's going to throw what back is going to decide the champion. And the competition is stiff. One of the key players to watch is Chris Lidke, the 2001 Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour champion, and also the 2000 Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour Angler of the Year. Always a threat. So I'm really looking to, maybe do them both in the same year.
Another hot stick would be our 2001 Angler of the Year, Dean Capra.
I won Angler of the Year, but I didn't win anything. I had a third and a fourth. I just want to win one of these things this year.
And to round it out with a very experienced and very versatile Paul Newman. Always a threat, especially on this body of water.
I've fished 4 other tournaments down here on the river already this year, and I've done really well.
Not to mention the entire rest of the field all have a shot at winning this event.
The best anglers in the Midwest are fishing bass on the Mississippi River, so stick with us for a great event.
The Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour.
I'm just fishing the Pro-Am Tour because new lakes, new fishing. Hopefully these pros can show me the ropes, and one day I'll be a pro and show some other guy the ropes. I guess for me it's the competition, being able to compete with the guys that are out here at that level. That's what's most exciting to me.
And I've just got butterflies in my stomach thinking about fishing this tournament.
It's just the adrenaline rush to go and compete against the finest anglers out there.
All of them are great hooksmen. Fish with them, and it's like, wow. And to come out here and try to compete against them is tough.
They know all the patterns, and they learn real quick, and it's really easy to come in 50th, and it's really hard to come in first.
Last year, after qualifying for the tournament champions as my rookie year, I accomplished my goal that I set for myself, and this year, I'm setting my goal even higher. I'm going to shoot for that Angler of the Year title.
I've been really impressed with the river. I mean, there's some really good fish in here.
I kind of figured it would be a backwater bite, sticking pretty much to the lake. That's kind of my game plan.
And the smallmouth have been relating to these rocky points.
They find them wherever they are, wherever they're laying. They will find the active fish.
I think a lot of guys are going to make the run downriver. We're not one of them. But we'll see how it goes on the north end. Hopefully, fish go. It's a good day.
One of the most awesome things about the Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour is not just the angler's versatility, but also the different types of bodies of water that we're going to be traveling to this year. Red Wing, our first stop, is no exception. Pool 5 and the bottom of Pool 4 are all river, with cuts, chutes, and sloughs. As we swing it on up the river,
We end up in massive Lake Pepin, right smack in the middle of Pool 4. You get to the north end of Pool 4, it's back into the river, all the way up to Red Wing. Lots of water, lots of choices. But there's no bluffing involved because it's a tournament fishing, so let's hit the water.
Ready? I think it'll take lower to mid-20s to win this. Geez, I'd love a 2.5 pound average. I think upper teens might cash a check. Looks like everybody's going south. Whoa, it comes up quick there. We got a lot of fish to catch around here.
as you can see, this current just whipped right in here. We could get one right up along that front of the point. It's the hardest cast to make, but that's usually where the biggest fish are. Right where that current sweeps. Right in this corner, right about there. Fish. That's a real nice smallie. Oh, nice job, partner. I'm gonna swing us out, because that current's gonna suck us in there. Here's a pretty fish. Okay, pond 11. I'm keeping him. Maybe that feels like a little better one. Oh yeah, it's a good fish.
Thanks. Be a bass, please. Oh, that's nice small. You can see him? He's barely hooked. Ready? Barely hooked, barely hooked. Got him. Good job on the net. Good job on the net. We've got about a, holy bucket, that is a bigger fish. 7 o'clock, we got 2.5. Things are looking real good for a limit today. We haven't even got to the best stretch yet, which is up ahead, and we're on the south end of Pool 4. I think now it's going to be a real tough decision if this spot can give up some bigger fish.
Yeah, just a beautiful morning out here. I mean, you just couldn't ask for anything better. A short one. And he's got to grow up. Whoa. I've had my best success fishing the little tube baits, imitating a small minnow. The rainbow pattern is what's been most successful for me. And they're chasing that pretty good. We've had a couple small fish this morning. The last couple days has been sunny in the morning, and the fish have been biting in the morning. Now with this cloud cover, might take a little to wake them up. I know we'll get them. It's just a matter of when they're going to start hitting.
Nice one. Yeah, it's not all that nice. I don't think he's going to make it either. I've been catching most of my fish on spider grub. Well, we got 5 in the boat. I think we've got 2 14s, 2 15s, and a 16. And we're looking for some bigger fish. I'm just going to put a few casts in here and go down to that wing dam.
The angler who ends up on top here on Mississippi River is going to be one gutsy angler. They're going to have to make some big, big decisions. There's a no-call rule in effect. That means when that fish hits the boat, the anglers have to decide whether to keep it or throw it back. Karen Savick behind us right now is one gutsy angler. She's already boarded 13 bass this morning, some largemouth and some smallmouth. She's only kept 4. She's set some very high standards for herself and doing real well. Oh, there's a good one. They're still here, partner. That's a pretty decent pull. Oh, look at that smallmouth. Oh, he's not that big. He's not that big at all. I'm going to catch one here pretty quick.
Wow, this is unbelievable. Paul Newman is on fish and big time. He just caught like the 8th fish that we've seen him catch in about 5 minutes. He's released 7 of those 8 fish. He's making some major decisions. But in order to win a tournament, a major tournament like the Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour here on Redwood, you've got to make decisions.
We're just going to grind it out here and see if we can keep catching them. I have put 3 in the boat and 16 to 17 inch fish, but I'm hoping to get some 18 or 19 inch fish here to fill the rest of my empty holes in the live well up.
Fishing the rocks, you get snagged up a lot. And I've been using those no-snag sinkers on a Carolina rig. And a lot of fish, you catch just about every species doing that. There's a fish. That might make it. Like, that's close. It's over 12. We've got 2 in the live well. We were off to a really good start. We had 2 in the first hour. It seems like we've been doing a lot better with smallmouth than with largemouth. It's been real funny. We'll be fishing and nothing, and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 3 of them are going. I think we're going to stick to the game plan today, and I think we got a shot at this.
See, you get 1, then you get 2 or 3 of them right away.
That's about 5 fish in the box. Nothing real big. We're averaging about probably 2 pounds. Just slowly working down the shores, the riprap shores, just pitching the grubs and tubes. Fish are just coming, 1 here, 1 there. And I really think the trick to this is fishing real slow, letting it settle pretty much to the bottom and just slowly crawling it along, kind of like what a crayfish would be doing in rocks. You never know, there's a fish right here.
The Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour is... It's not a home run or a touchdown, but the weight of a big fish gets a big reaction from the fan faithful of the Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour. And there is one fan in particular who doesn't hold back.
I'm sure some of the other people could tell you that I kind of scream and holler just a little bit. Jump up and down, I clap. And I kind of whoop, whoop. Woo! I'm not shy.
And Judy has 2 big reasons not to be shy.
And my son fishes as a pro, which is ironic because he's only 19, and my husband is fishing as an amateur. So people get a big kick out of that.
Ross Taylor turned pro 2 years ago. This wily old tour veteran is a whopping 19 years old. That makes Mom just a tad bit proud. And she's just giving equal time.
When my daughter was younger, we used to do the family soccer out-of-state championship tournaments. And so now I'm involved, and I'm a traveling fishing mom.
There's also a fishing girlfriend. And a couple of fishing grandparents. But nobody is as committed as dear old Mom. Through the bad and the good.
Well, up at Vermilion last year when he got the big bass, I was just ecstatic, and they caught that on camera. I was kind of a wreck, you know, getting down to the last fish to be weighed in to find out if he was in fact going to have the big bass of the day.
We caught that on camera?
Let's
roll it.
You need to beat 19.51 to take the lead, and you did! 19.80 pounds!
So, of course, I was clapping and whooping and hollering and tears rolling down my cheeks and snapping pictures all at the same time, trying to do all this in sequence so that I wouldn't miss, you know, his big moment.
Judy Taylor doesn't ever miss the big moments. And this devoted mom doesn't miss the small moments either.
No matter how many fish I catch or how big they are, my mom will always be there for me, and she'll always be there cheering, whether I'm weighing in 2 fish or 8 fish. She's there for me. And there's nothing else in the world that will make you feel that way.
I'm hoping that I'm not embarrassing my family too much when I'm up there hooping and hollering.
Let's hope not, because the way things look, Judy will have plenty to hoop and holler about.
Well, you're looking at a young pro angler who's going places.
He's got a following kind of wherever he goes, so it's really neat for him because he's so young, and he's so passionate about his fishing.
He's got a following, but I'm assuming no bigger fan than you.
No, I don't think so. And that's what I say. I'm his biggest fan. Good job. Proud of you.
We're going to go down to that wing dam just south of Wabasha. Chris, have you fished wing dams much before? The wing dam is kind of from those rocky points, kind of working up that way. The top of the dam is on the other side of the waves there. And then what I'll try to do is hold this in a spot, and you just let it fall over the top of the wing dam. I've got a little bit of added pressure this tournament. My wife, her due date is actually today. She was kind enough to let me go fishing. So I've got the cell phone on, and if anything happens, she'll call, and then I'll have to take off. There's I just came right off the bank and just launched it. Oh man! Excellent! Excellent!
Who's that little stinking northern? These northerns in the river are more slimy than anywhere in the world. Bait. I got a couple nice ones. Trevor's got a couple really nice ones, and we think we have a real good bag. We'll see how we do later on.
You don't know what you're going to get when you set the hook. I mean, whether you're in the backwater or on the main river channel, any fish that you catch could be a drum, could be a sheep's head, white bass, smallmouth, largemouth, catfish, walleye, and they all kind of live, you know, together. So it makes it kind of fun that way.
He's been really helpful in getting me in the right spots and put me on the fish.
Okay, now we're going to come back in here, and it's real shallow, and the fish are going to be up against the wood and the weeds. We're going to throw man spinner baits and shadows up along the edge, and then we'll just try to get the shadow working in the pockets, and then try to pick up the active fish with the spinner baits as we come through here. There's one. Yeah, that seems all right. Whoops, look out for the tree. Yeah, let's just push us off there, Ryan. There you go. Here he comes. I got him. Nice fish.
Good fish, Earl.
Finally, huh? Ryan, why don't you put it in the right live well? I think that's where we got the big fish. The whole thing that you're going to do good is like revs you up. And then the fish bite and everything, you know, you just wait for that bite. You don't get any easy tournaments every place you go to. You know, you got the same, you know, bunch of guys that are just on big fish, and they're hard to beat. There you go.
We're here in the backwaters of the Mississippi River on Pool 4, and things are going a little bit slow right now because we're lacking a little wind. We have 4 nice smallies in the boat and 1 small largemouth. We're slowly fishing the reeds. These fish are biting so light that it almost feels like a reed. So we're using a little tube bait with a little rattle in it. I call it a Christmas tree. That's what they seem to be biting on there. They're keying in on the red flake on these tubes, I think. You still on? Oh, we got the one before like that. Come on. Hopefully we got a fish wrapped around some reeds here. We're going to try to go in, and I'm going to reach down and grab him by his big fat lips, I hope. Where's your line at? Okay. Ain't no fish, I don't think. I grabbed the end of the tube. No. That's what them darn fish do. They get you all excited and then they get off. That's all right. There'll be more.
Well, we're fishing riprap and marinas today. We've gotten a few nice bites, but some of them came off. But we have 3 fish in the box right now.
I absolutely enjoy coming down here and fishing tournaments, and even fun fishing, just coming down and having a good time.
When I got back here, I was surprised at how the reeds were up, and if I went to the lake, I'd fish the same stuff. You know, every this time of year, this is what I like to fish. I'm more comfortable with the smaller baits. This is a 6-inch, you know, finesse worm. I was throwing a little 4-inch fry earlier, and my partner was throwing something similar to this, and I saw he had nice fish once. I thought I'd change. And, you know, this is the body of water. We can catch a lot of fish. It's just a matter of getting the size you want and making the right decisions about what you keep.
We got 5 fish in the well. We've let about 20 fish go. We're trying to get fish over 2 pounds, but it isn't working out. So far, all we can catch is 2-pounders. We're having a lot of fun. Corey's been doing pretty good back there, and we're tearing the northerns up. We've caught 20 northerns at least. Ooh, mace bass. Maybe our 6th one. That's our littlest one, but it's getting late. Gotta have a limit.
The Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour is...
All right, you want the net? No. That's the way it's been all day. Well, that's 7. One more and we'll have our limit. It's not a big limit. Well, we've probably got about a little over an hour left to fish. That's all you can do. You just got to keep working at it, and eventually you're going to get a big bite, you'll get it. Otherwise, if you just get 2-pounders, that's what we'll take in.
And it's 10 to 12, so we've probably got about an hour, a little over an hour left. Let's just hope we can get our 8th fish.
The toughest part about these tournaments is getting that first fish in the boat and the last fish in the boat. You get that last one in the boat, you can breathe a whole lot easier.
We're starting to get desperate now. We want one big fish. So we made a little deal here. We're going to wait. It has to be 18 inches so we don't really pull it back.
Get going.
But you're leading it. Fantastic. Thank you to all you people for showing up here. It's a great fishery. I don't know what to say. I'm shaking. So hopefully we'll give you a chance to cool down. Hopefully we'll give them a big round of applause. Your new tournament leader is 17.5 pounds. Beautiful fish.
I absolutely love this river.
If you want to see some big fish here this afternoon, you might want to move just a little closer to the stage. And one of those anglers that's got a shot on it right here is our reigning Tournament of Champions champion, Mr. Minnesota Pro Ambassador Chris Litke. Got all 8, and we're going to scale her in. We're at 19.22, your new tournament leader, Chris Litke, ladies and gentlemen. This is Earl C. Sharpe the third. from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and this is Ryan Ager. 19.22 pounds is leading. And you just stuck in the lead with 20.53 pounds. Yeah. And we've only got one angler left to bring up. You know him as Brad Weiferman. He's my buddy at Dude. He's got a shot at it with partner Don Holt. You need a little bit over 20 and a half to take the lead. It's 20.53 to win this tournament. And you got second at 19.99. Earl C. Sharpe, you're the winner. Stand up. These are your 2002 Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour Red Wing champions. Hold those flags high. Stand up front and proud. Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 pounds of bass out of the river. Cash big checks today.
The key to winning this tournament for Ryan and I was we basically got into an area that seemed to have bait fish or small shad or bait. We used these man shadows that were about the same size and about the same color as the shad. And we basically Texas rigged hooked them without a weight, and we just worked them really slow through the lily pad and through the grass and up through the cane weed and then into the pencil reeds. And they would just fish along real nice and slow, let it drop into the hole. And when you'd feel the tug on the line, you'd set the hook, and if you were lucky, it was a big fish, and we got real lucky today.
Wow, Chipper, what a finish here at Red Wing. One of the closest ones we've had in a long time to make an exciting start to the 2002 Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour season.
The river's a challenge for some, and it rewards a few. Like our third place finishers, Chris Litke and Seth Fighter, 19.22 pounds.
And a great finish, always ever present, always there, always fighting. Brad Leiferman, Don Hogue, his amateur partner, duke it out with 19.99 pounds for second place.
But Earl Sharpe III and his amateur partner, Ryan Ager, find the hole back in the Little Eddy to capitalize on the largemouth bass in the Mississippi River. 20.53 pounds and a first place finish. Our leading angler of the year, taking us to the next event, Tom.
We're rolling into our second event of the year at Lake Pekegama up in Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
We'll see you there on the Minnesota Pro-Am Bass Tour.
Tournament apparel provided by Cabela's. Camera boats provided by Crystal Piers Marine.